Welcome, thrill seekers, to the episode of spine-chilling tales that will leave you questioning the very nature of reality. Get ready to embark on a journey into the darkest corners of the human experience. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our terrifying content. Our first tale comes from a young woman named Emily. It was a stormy night, and she found herself alone in her old Victorian house as the thunder roared and rain battered against the windows. Emily sought solace in her favorite armchair, engrossed in a book. Suddenly, a feeling of unease washed over her. She heard faint whispers as if carried by the wind. Alarmed, Emily searched the house, convinced someone had broken in, but to her horror, every room was empty, and the whispers persisted, growing louder and more malicious. Trembling with fear, Emily retreated to her bedroom, hoping to find sanctuary there. But as she closed the door behind her, she saw her reflection in the mirror, distorted and twisted, wearing a malevolent grin. In a panic, she blinked, and her reflection returned to normal. To this day, Emily wonders if she truly saw her own reflection or a doppelganger from the other side. Our second chilling tale comes from a man named Jacob. Late one night, he found himself alone in his cozy apartment. As he settled in for the evening, strange noises echoed through the walls as if someone or something were moving about. Ignoring the unease gnawing at him, Jacob convinced himself it was just his imagination. But as he lay in bed, ready to drift into sleep, he felt a presence in the room, a cold breath on the back of his neck. Paralyzed with terror, he strained his eyes to catch a glimpse of the intruder, but saw nothing. Desperate to escape the aggressive atmosphere, Jacob sprinted out of his room, only to be greeted by the sight of his belongings scattered across the floor. It was as if an unseen force had torn through his apartment, leaving chaos in its wake. To this day, Jacob shudders at the memory, forever haunted by the unknown entity that invaded his home. Our final tale is one of unexplained phenomena, witnessed by a woman named Rebecca. She lived in a modern apartment building, surrounded by neighbors, yet she often felt an unsettling solitude within its walls. One evening, while enjoying a quiet night alone, Rebecca noticed strange shadows dancing along the walls. These shadows seemed to take on eerie shapes, contorting and shifting with a sinister intent. Terrified, she turned on all the lights, but the shadows remained, growing more intense and malevolent. Determined to rid herself of this supernatural torment, Rebecca sought the help of a paranormal investigator. As they delved into the building's history, they discovered that it had been once a site of tragic events, a place where restless spirits found solace in tormenting the living. With the aid of the investigator, Rebecca performed a cleansing ritual, and the shadows gradually faded away. However, the memory of those haunting shadows lingers, a constant reminder that even in a crowded place, one can feel utterly alone and vulnerable. And that brings us to the end of a heart-pounding episode. I hope these tales have sent shivers down your spine and left you with an insatiable hunger for more. If you want to explore further into the realm of darkness, make sure to subscribe to our channel, where nightmares come alive.